5 things to keep us motivated whilst working from home. One would definitely be to keep a little book of quotes on your table and just have a very quick look at them every now and then. And what it will do is that it will mark every single day of yours, and it will give a special meaning to your days. Another thing is not to forget about the small things. So for me, that is the importance of creating things, which can be cooking or painting, drawing. So you being productive will add a little magic to your day, and you'll see a beautiful outcome. Another thing is to do things that you couldn't whilst you were physically at your educational institution. So for example, contacting old friends, revisiting old stories, and a very important thing to contact family members and just have a good talk with them, chat with them, and it will really, really make you feel good and cheer you up. And the last thing is to keep physically active and do physical exercise, even if it's within the 4 walls of your home. There's so much you can do, and it will really keep you physically healthy as well.
Hi, I'm Jasmine, and I'm going to be giving you 5 top tips for staying motivated when working from home. So tip number 1, I always make sure that I wake up nice and early, gives me some sort of routine and also gives me more time to do the work throughout the day. I then do some form of exercise just to completely wake my mind up. Tip number 2 is to make sure that I set up all the things that I need to do throughout the day so that I've got goals and I know how long I have to complete all of them. Tip number 3 is that I make sure that I have study breaks throughout the day. So whether I'm doing something fun or something that I've needed to do just to break up the work a bit so you don't get overloaded. Tip number 4, I make sure that I stop working at a reasonable time and not too late into the evening. So then I can get an early night's rest and I'm not completely like frazzling my brain by working too many hours. And tip number 5, I make sure that I get an early night's sleep just so that I'm ready to wake up early the next day and be productive.
My top 5 tips that keeps me motivated on working from home are: number 1, keep eating healthy and keeping fit. I'm an athlete myself, so I have to keep my fitness at point. So between 30 minutes to an hour of exercise every day. Number 2 would be eating healthy and keeping healthy. So having a daily intake of nutrients, of your vitamins, a good intake of carbohydrates, proteins, having a balanced diet, balanced lifestyle with exercise and dieting food. Number 3 would be staying in contact with family and friends. Makes you feel loved, makes you feel close, and helps you. Number 4 would be relaxing, having a good time as well. So Netflix, watching series, documentaries that might help you. And number 5 is planning your day and planning your week.
Here are my 5 top tips to help you study from home. Number 1, get tidying. It's so important to have a clean environment to work in, and it keeps you organised and calm when studying. Number 2, get up at the same time every morning. This will help you establish a routine and keep you motivated throughout the day. Number 3, try and do a plan or a timetable. This can really help you focus on when times are to work and when times are for rest, and also planning those much needed breaks. Number 4, these breaks should get you away from the computer, whether that's going for a walk, a run, a jog, or maybe taking the dog out, or even just sitting with a cup of tea outside in the sunshine. Get away from the books. And number 5, make sure that if you're reviewing your work and you don't understand something, ask for help. Your teachers, friends and families may be able to help you out.
Hiya! So my 5 tips on how to stay motivated whilst working at home are: number 1, make sure you wake up and go to bed at a reasonable time, because I found out lately that if I wake up late, then I feel so lazy that I don't really want to do any work. Number 2 is stay active, even if it's like 10 star jumps. I feel much more energized and happy to do my work and be productive. Number 3 is make to-do lists. It's so satisfying just to tick off everything you've done throughout the day. Number 4 is work hard, play hard. Make sure you have a balance of both, because you don't want to work too hard and you don't want to play so much that you don't get your work done. Number 5 is video call your friends, because we're all in this together.
So this is 5 tips for staying motivated whilst working from home. Firstly, try and establish some sort of routine, although it can be really tempting to stay in bed. Secondly, try and create a workspace that isn't your bedroom. It's really good to have a change of scenery and you'll probably find you're more productive. Next, try to minimise distractions and make sure you take breaks. And lastly, make sure you still finish your day on time. Don't overwork yourself, as this can impact your productivity in the long run. Good luck.
If you want to be motivated while working from home, trust me, you need a schedule. So, 1, pick a time to wake up and fall asleep and just stick to it throughout the whole week. 2, get changed. And I mean it. Take your pajamas off and put something else on. Thank me later. 3, you need to do a little bit of exercise every day. Any kind of exercise, but that will keep your mood up. 4, set some time aside for uni each day. After that, you can go on to do something you enjoy as a reward. 5, now is the time for you to do something you've been putting off for so long. Maybe you wanted to learn a new language or, a new skill, or how to play an instrument. Whichever it is, now is the time to do that. Let's look at this as an opportunity.